What's up guys, and welcome back to another part of the Krytac build. In this part, I'm going to be replacing the flash hider for a much nicer one. Like I said in the unboxing, it's just a cheap plastic one that comes with it, and I don't think it looks very nice, so I'm going to be replacing it. Okay, for this build you're going to need an Allen key to remove the rail screws, a wrench or spanner to untighten the flash hider. Now you can use the little Allen key that comes with it because there's a little tiny grub screw inside the flash hider that you'll need to remove, but I'm just going to use this screwdriver to do it. Then you're going to need your flash hider with your choice what you want to replace it to. Remember, it's a 14mm counterclockwise thread, so if you're looking at buying one, make sure you get that size. In particular, I'm using a PTS Battlecomp 2.0, and I've got 11mm multi-tool just in case I need it for removing any glue or excess stuff, residue stuck around the thread. Now I am going to say, I did record this before I did the commentary, and you will need some sort of hairdryer or some way of heating it up for in a minute, and you'll see why. Okay, so let's get into it. So first off, what you're going to want to do is undo the two screws to remove the rail. Make sure you put the two screws back in by tightening them back up so you don't lose them, and don't lose the little spacer that goes inside the rail and the gas block. Okay, so once you've removed that, there's a little grub screw on the flash hider that you're going to want to take out. Now, like I said before, you can use the Allen key that's provided with the rifle, but I'm just going to use this one because it was easiest to hand. Now, once you've removed that, you can get your spanner or wrench, whatever you want to call it, and you can try and turn it clockwise to release the thread, the flash hider. But obviously my one's glued on, so yours probably will be too, so you mightn't be able to release it because it's obviously glued on. So what you're going to want to do is get yourself a hairdryer. Like you see here, I've got myself a little Mark Hill cheetah one, excellent for the ladies there. And what you're going to want to do is heat it up. Now just heat it all the way around the thread, so obviously it works its way in there, and the heat melts the glue, so it's easier to remove. Now after like less than 2 minutes, as you can see, the flash hider just starts to deform, so I kind of gather, yeah, it's pretty much ready to be released. So what I'm going to do is get the wrench and just like loosen it off, just so it's easier to then turn it off with my hand. But obviously bear in mind it is going to be warm, so take care when you're using your hands just to release it. So once you've done that, as you can see, there's some excess glue. So what I'm going to do is just take the Leatherman, the knife, and just try and release some of them out of the thread. Obviously it's just going to make it a little bit easier to get the Battlecomp on there. So once you've worked some of the glue out, then you want to take your flash hider out the packet and obviously thread your little sections on that come first, the little spacers and the washers, and then screw your flash hider on. Now, the reason I picked the PTS 2.0 Battlecomp is because 1, it looks amazing, and 2, if I wanted to add like the Mark 18 style suppressor or any other suppressor that'll fit over a birdcage flash hider, I can with the 2.0. Now, if that's what you're looking at, the difference between the 1.0 and the 2.0, the 2.0 costs a little bit more for that reason. It has the ability to take a suppressor. Now, once you've screwed it on, just take your wrench or spanner, whatever, and tighten it on so it's just nice and tight and it's not just going to come off. I like to put the logo up top so it's just nice and streamlined and it looks nice. Well, that's going to be pretty much how you change the flash hider. Now all we have to do is put the rail back on. Well, that's going to be it for this part. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it helped you out to help you change your flash hider to a much nicer one. Stay tuned for the build, because there's a lot more parts coming, especially when I start to accessorise the rifle. As always guys, I'll see you in the next video.